Hi, I'm Jarling. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a pick a card reading for how do they currently feel about you at the time you're watching this video. We've got 3 piles to choose from. We've got, and I'll show you them close up in a moment. We've got the Millennium Tarot, we've got the Hermetic Tarot, and then we've got the Cosmic Tarot. So let me just give you a close up on these decks. Okay, so I think you can see that, but we've got number 1, number 2 and number 3. So again, if you want to sort of take some time to pause the video and choose Hermetic, sorry, this is the Millennium Tarot, Hermetic Tarot and the Cosmic Tarot. So 1, 2 and 3. Hi, pile 1. This is the Millennium Tarot. So if you've picked this pile, let's find out what your person is currently feeling about you. So pile 1s, please. I think this might be you, but someone's eager to get things going here. But let's have a look. Pile 1, please. How is pile 1's person? Wow. Something's not public yet. They could be keeping some feelings hidden here. Wow, this is someone serious. Look, we've got 6 of Wands with the Knight of Cups. So there's something secret. This is a bit of a hidden crush here, but it's not publicly offered. They haven't publicly asked you out, but I feel like this is coming. We've got 10 of Pentacles. They see you as a long-term prospect. Okay, so how do they feel about you at the moment? Something about being gone or not seeing someone for a long time. Something about feeling like they've escaped something, or they haven't quite, unfinished business, basically. Something having left, or since you've been gone, can't wait to see you. Maybe you work together and you guys haven't seen each other since maybe lockdown or something, and they're trying to sort of get to see you or get an opportunity to see you. Maybe they haven't had that chance yet. I just keep hearing waiting, can't wait. Again, someone's really eager to see you. Maybe they're going to try and sort of drop in somewhere when you kind of least expect it, so that you can go, oh, they can sort of be like, oh, spontaneous, sort of asking you out almost. Wow, 4 of Wands. This is the 11-11 card. So this is someone who's serious. This is not someone who's unsure how they feel. But they're defensive. They aren't sure if to let you into this, behind these kind of walls, these defenses they've got. So they want to offer it, but they haven't done, because I feel like they're probably a little bit either shy, or they're maybe worried about coming forward. Maybe they haven't admitted their feelings. Pile 1. Yeah, they want to offer this. Look, Prince of Pentacles. They're coming to offer something stable. There's a small offer being made here. There's a small offer being made. We've got the Devil on the bottom of the deck. What's the Devil clip? Let's light this incense. Someone has a need to be right, and it's blocking this a little bit. Maybe there's a bit of pride here. The need to be right. They've got this fear of they want to offer something stable, but I think they're also considering, what if I don't offer something stable, what's my life going to be like? Would I still have the opportunities I have? Will I still be able to, it's a closing out a bachelor or a single lifestyle, this energy is. Maybe they're kind of still leaning towards their old single life, and they're debating whether or not this is going to be the right move. Someone feels like this is, we've got 9 of Cups and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They think that this might be a big feat or too big an ask, this scenario come into play. They aren't sure how this future is going to pan out, because I think they there's restrictions and obstacles. They want to offer something, but there's again, it's like limited. The timing, there's something about timing here as well. When am I going to get a chance to see you? You could be very different. I think they're trying to work out how the future would look with you. As in what kind of, if they, let's say they come forward, because they can't make an offer unless they're serious and they know what the future's going to kind of be offered, you know. And I think that's the sticking point. It's the future. It's once the offer's made, what happens then? Could be dynamics like the logistics of things, where you live, where they live. There's maybe possible distance between you. And they're trying to work out the longer term plans before they even start making a move, because, and I think that's possibly where they're becoming unstuck a little bit. There has to be a rebirth here as well. How do they feel about pile ones at the moment? How do they feel about pile ones? Wow, we've got the moon in reverse, so there's a lot under the surface here. Again, hidden emotions. There's doubt here. There's doubt. They're wondering, let's say for example, if they offer this, where is it going to go? Are they wasting, you know, is this a lasting situation? Could they make this last? Is this a long, because they don't want to jump in and then that's it, doesn't go anywhere, and then it's like, I've wasted this. It's like they want to make sure there's something at the end of it, that there's a longer term energy that is realistic. We've got Queen of Swords here. You could have a reputation of being fairly direct or very logical, or maybe you've been very direct with them, and so they're thinking, well, if I approach them, you know, and they say no, they're going to say no in a very obvious way, and I'm not sure if I can handle that. Or they're trying to take that energy on as their own. Now, excuse me for the yawning. I'm channeling an energy, so they could be feeling very drained in an energy they're in at the moment. Bottom of the deck is Chariot, so they probably want to charge forward, but they're trying to be logical. They're trying to be logical here, so that it's fair. There's a fairness to this whole situation. Let's have a look. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. So this is basically a serious offer. They may have more than one person around them, possibly. If they're single, they may have more than one person around them. If they're in a relationship, they're looking at doing the right thing before something solid is offered. We've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse here, so maybe they're not ready to make a leap into that kind of, again, committed energy. They keep talking about timing being at play here. Yeah, look, the world, something hasn't played out yet. The cycle hasn't played out yet. There's something here. It's a spark, possible sexual spark, that is maybe holding them up. Maybe if they're in a karmic, that's prolonging this. It's like they're getting drawn into that energy again, possibly. They're not learning that. Yeah. They know they have to close out something here. And there's still a sexual energy or component to this drawing them in still, so they haven't closed it out, and that's what's holding this up. That is what's holding it up. Yeah, look. Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups. Could be someone, maybe they've got, this is the mother of their children. And then we've got Death and Emperor. So there's a transitional energy here that they're going through. And I think this is not the right timing because they're still growing into this role. Wow. We've got the Phoenix, the Tower, and the High Priestess. So there is a secret coming to light here that is going to shift this energy. With this Tower, there's a secret coming to light. 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior. They don't want to move into something new while they're still healing. So part of them wants to stay in this situation to recoup, so that, because if they move into a situation with you, they're not ready just yet, because they're still going through the run, you know, this freaking gauntlet with this third party. Then they're just, it's going to be, they're drained. So they're almost like biding their time, not just because they're trying to decide, but also to kind of play this energy out, because they're not ready for anything with anyone, even with this person they're in, because it's like they're totally spent, you know. So it's like they're having to bide their time to close out the cycle and also to repair themselves. Exactly. Bottom of the deck, Hanged Man. We have to give them time to repair, otherwise the relationship fails before it begins, because someone's freaking drained. Yeah, look. Judgment. I think this is Judgment. Adjustment. So again, it's decisive action. 5 of Swords. It's putting down the swords, the fight, you know, it's like, because not only that, but that by them staying in that situation to heal, they're also still arguing. So now the other option would be for them to be single, but I think the timing isn't right for that either. That's how I want to say it. Pile 1's person. Yeah, look, healing. The Star. This is also February energy. The Star healing. They're trying to heal this loss. I think this energy that they've learned, or this the karmic situation they've been in, has really, because I keep yawning, drained the life out of them. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. It's just going in circles. It's not really moving. How does Pile 1's person feel about them? It's like they're too tired to figure out strategy of coming out of the situation. Yeah, look, Wheel of Fortune. So they're in the energy where if the wheel is just about to turn. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. So there could be cheating with the karmics. Maybe the karmic's now cheating, and so now that's what's starting to turn the Wheel of Fortune, because the karma's being repaid, you know, possibly. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, look, the balance is being restored. So what maybe they need to learn, things are slowly coming into, you know, this balance, which is bringing along their alignment, their healing, and then them coming towards you. 6 of Swords, moving into calmer waters. Pile 1's person, how do they feel? Yeah. What is this? Upright? So we've got Knight of Wands. So they don't want to be rushing in and out. They want to be balanced and ready. They don't want to be in this here, there and everywhere energy. They want to make sure that they're ready. Otherwise, yeah, look, there's too much burden going on at the moment. But they know at some point, I believe, that you and them, yeah, there's a headspace thing. It's like I feel like they're wondering how this is going to... Yeah, look, Queen of Pentacles. There's something around the situation they're in that is keeping them mentally a little bit restricted here. So they can't look at the bigger picture, where the future with you and all these other details that they would need to figure out, because there's something else weighing them down. Until that gets too much and the wheel turns, we're kind of limited. Pile 1's person, how do they feel about them? So they feel like they're disconnected from you. They feel like the person, their person, is kind of so close yet so far. That this is about independence, being single. Again, we've got the sun at the bottom of the deck. So I think that they feel like you're very independent possibly, and that this situation would just weigh you down if they came towards you at this time, which probably it would. As you can see, we've got the orange and the orange and the blue flame. We've been talking about that for a while in the readings. The alchemical transition energy. I'm trying to look for the book. Did I put the book back in the box? I can't remember. No, I didn't. That's useful. Probably right in front of me now, isn't it? Nope. I think, bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, so we've got art here. Let's see what the art. X, I, B. This is temperance, I think. So it's balancing and healing your spiritual life. It's this is like a renewal here. So I think they know they have to go through this kind of spiritual upgrade and this spiritual cleanse before they come towards you. So 4 of Cups, it's like they're not ready. They know they're not ready. How do their person feel? Pile 1's person. Yeah, look. So I think 8 of Cups and 3 of Wands, this is someone who's put this away for the time being because they know in the future that this is probably going to pick up. But at the moment, they're probably not ready. This is how I'm reading it. Which way is this? So we've got the 6 of Swords. Again, moving into calmer waters. I think whatever energy you were in while this was going on, you're the Queen and coming up as a Queen of Wands, it's, again, the energy's not right for you at the moment with this. It's like this has to totally close out this energy. There's an energy, yeah, look, 4 of Swords. This is needing to be on hold. It's like they're aware things have to be happening first before they can come forward. 3 of Pentacles. It's like they want to work at getting to you, but this has to be cleared up first. And them going and ignoring all this and coming to you would mean they're not learning the lesson, which means it would then be dumped onto your lap as well, from where I'm looking at. So this is bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy. And then we've got the 6 of Cups. So this is what they're doing. It's like they know in the future this is it. But at the moment, in the now, it's like they know, yeah, look, there's just too much to not being acknowledged that's in their current relationship and their current situation that they have to deal with, and there's a waiting progress for that. 7 of Pentacles. They know this is not time. It's not the right time. It's just not the right time. Right, let's have a look. So let's pull some other cards here. I want to pull the Island Time Wellness, see what is the deal. Pile number 1's person. How does pile number 1's person feel at the moment about them? How does pile number 1's person consciously feel about them at the moment? So we've got cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So this is someone that's, again, every time they sit down and think about, right, well, how can I get to this end point, and how is this going to bring into reality, something else happens and they're drawn into something else, and it's like they can't quite get to that point where the idea is set because there's something in the immediate now that they have to look at. So yeah, it says not enough, frustrating relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. So yeah, it's like frustrating a relationship. So again, this is what's taking all their time up. This is what's being played out. This is what has to be resolved. Yeah, look, camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, making memories. So they're definitely thinking of you, but it's like they can't think long enough to resolve what they're currently going through to then come towards you and make plans without something happening in their current situation that's going to throw them off and distract. It's like the timing is off. This is a timing thing. Yeah, look, and they need to heal. This person's gone through a lot and they need to heal. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So this is what they're currently trying to break free of. And so the timing has to be on the money, you know. Otherwise, there's a risk. Boat. Recovering what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So this is what is not closing out at the moment. But again, even the closure has to have a right timing. But yeah, bottom of the deck, stabbed in the back. So they know this is closing, but it's like they're holding on for dear life. They're scared. This is fear, this energy that they're sort of trying to keep a hold of. It's like control. It's like if I let it all go, what happens? But what they don't realise, if they let it all go, I mean, it's inevitable, number one, but they can actually have their happiness. But there's something they're in a fear energy here that this could have been, again, codependent, that they built this energy around something here that it's not quite healthy, but they have to learn to get that kind of out of their system and, you know, into what is right and good for them, healthy for them. Because this doesn't look like it is, in all honesty. The energy they're in at the moment, that is. Okay, so let's go with, oh wow, that's cool. Let's go with the Oracle of the Hidden Wisdom. Right, what is the insight, please, for Pile 1's person? How they're currently feeling about Pile 1. How are they currently feeling for Pile 1? Pile 1's person. How is Pile 1's person? Wow. The Seer, future prospects. Decisions to make, seeking guidance. So they could be looking into readings, and they also could be asking for help from friends, family, someone that, you know, knows their stuff, possibly. I think they're possibly talking to friends. I'm getting a male here, so it could be brother. Let's have a look. Pile 1's person. How does Pile 1's person feel about them right now? We've got the Fate, so I think they know this is a divinely led connection and it's divine timing. It's all about the divine timing here. Pile 1's person, please. Pile 1's person. How does Pile 1's person feel about them right now? So I was about to say thinking, and then I said feel. So they're definitely, again, they're in this thinking, but I think they're going in a loop with the thinking and about how to kind of come through this, because again, it's like they can't envision a future just yet of you and them, and which is why I think they're stuck in this loop. And then they get drawn into some drama in their current situation, and then the cycle repeats. So they possibly could be having difficulty manifesting because they don't quite know what they want. And so it's hard to manifest when you don't know what you want. Okay, how does person 1's... Yeah, look, they know they have to clean all this situation they're in up before the good stuff. They know, they're aware of that. They know they can't just sort of drag you into all this other stuff going on with them, because I mean, that's kind of not responsible, is it? It's a bit of a dumb move, that, isn't it? So it's a bit of a dud move, that one. So let's pull. How does Pile 1's person feel about them right now? How does Pile 1's person feel about them right now? Oh, this is interesting. We've got Akashic Records. Look, karma. Untying the knots. So this is karma they're in, this karmic relationship, and then we've got Akashic Records, evaluation and review. So this right here is they're not completing a karmic cycle just yet, which is why they know until there's something being resolved in their current situation, they're sort of a little bit limited maybe what they can do. How do they feel? They feel that this is definitely going to develop between you and them, but they're also in this, they're in this a bit of fear. They're worried about how this is going to develop. They're a little bit concerned about the development of this, what's the the actual logistic, the practicality, the day-to-day how are they going to do this? They're definitely considering how that's going to work. So there's a lot of logical information they're kind of processing rather than feeling. They're feeling a lot, but they're probably not processing a lot. They're probably processing more than they're feeling. Clarity, go within. So again, they're being asked to kind of connect, and higher realms and magic. So I think they're not having an opportunity to sit down and really feel out what they want. Instead, they're being drawn into this hustle bustle, and therefore it's not giving the opportunity to manifest, you know, which would help the situation 100%. Okay, so let's have a look at the Kipper deck. Okay, person, pile 1, how does their person feel about them at the moment? How does their person feel about them at the moment? They know that they have to go through whatever this is that they're going through in order to get to you, I feel. And they know that this relationship they're currently in is probably ending, but they're just biding their time a little bit here. How do they feel? How do they feel about you? Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, again, this person is massively in their head. Thoughts, journey, how can I get to this place? How can I get here? How is this going to tie in? What am I going to do about this situation? And so they're very much, again, could be money involved, wealthy man. So they're very much in their head right now. This is one of the main things. They are very much in their head. Okay, and let's go with the angel answers. Okay. So let's have a look. Pile 1's person. How does Pile 1's person feel about them now? How does Pile 1's person? They're in recovery mode. They're going within to heal. They have to heal first. They're not in a position to do much at the moment. And Spirit is asking you to remain positive about the situation because things are going to move forward. Okay. And okay, and let's have a look. Pile 1, how does their person feel about them? How does Pile 1's person feel at this time about them, please? How does Pile 1's person feel about them? Okay, what is this one? Wow. Calling in your soulmate. I think they're trying to manifest an outcome so this can be moved forward quicker. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So again, they're trying to work out logistically where they're living. How is this going to work? Where am I going to see them? They're trying to work that out, and then that will probably, those details will sort of really help you come together. We've got passion on the bottom of the deck, so they feel very strongly. But look, this is how they feel. They feel like they have to make that effort because there's going to be a lot of possible moving parts. Maybe a lot of effort they think they'd have to put in with this. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So they know that probably there might be a lot to bring this connection together. So they're trying to rebuild themselves before those steps are taken because they know the work ahead is... So yeah, we've got retreat. So this person's definitely healing. It's time to disconnect from the world. They're trying to go within to heal them and to sort of figure out all the finer details before they come forward. Bottom of the deck, you deserve love. You are lovable. So they definitely have these strong feelings, but they know they're just not ready yet at the moment, but they will be from the majority of you. Okay guys, this was Pile 1's reading. Hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time. We've got some competition to give out. If you want to be in it to win it, make sure you're subscribed, you're liking a video and you're commenting to be in for a chance of winning a tarot deck, the Tarot Nefertiti deck, and a 30-minute free reading. Okay guys, thank you so much. Until next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is going to be how does your person feel about you? This is the Hermetic Tarot. So without further ado, let's jump in. So pile 2's person, how does pile 2 person feel about them, please? Someone's been up at night worrying. And if they have a partner, they're doing it sneakily, because I think the person's asking what they're doing. They don't know what to say to them, because it's like, well, actually, I'm in love with someone else. Great. You know, they're definitely trying to take time out to think. King of Cups. Yeah, look, there's a lot of feelings here. They're taking a lot of time out to think, because they know there's a lot here at stake. Prince of the Chariot of Waters. They're trying to navigate through their feelings to work out what to do. And I think they're getting a bit annoyed and frustrated with themselves, possibly, because they don't know how to deal with this. Wow, Knight of Swords. This person's definitely thinking about making some very quick moves here. Lord of the Winds and Breezes. So we've got Knight of Swords. We've got Taurus and Gemini. They might try and rush in quickly. They might want to rush in quickly. I keep hearing they're fed up of waiting. So I don't know whether or not they've been... there's been delays. I mean, that would make sense. But there's definitely been some kind of delay here. Possible communication issues. There's something about possible time differences where maybe you're having difficulty communicating, or something to that effect. The Devil. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. So there's some kind of fear, heartache, pain. They know they have to resolve some things before they come forward. They want to come forward and say all these things and bring about all these changes, but they know they're in this lower vibration. They're in this kind of energy that isn't quite right. Three of Swords, they're in this heartbreak energy as well. Could be that they're aware of a closure of a relationship they're in that is inevitable. How does this... Yeah, look. We've got the Two of Swords. This is indecision. They're like, well, what do I do? Do I wait? What do I do? Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands. Princess of the Shining Flame. I keep hearing worth the wait. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They're caught in a situation where there's an illusionary element to it, thinking that it's codependent. They have a possible codependency issue here. Four of Wands. So this could be someone that's, again, they're sharing a house with someone else. There's possible living issues. Maybe they're they're living with someone else. What is pile two's person consciously feeling about them? Seven of Wands, so a bit defensive energy here. I think they know they're going to have to make changes, and so again, it's like someone's putting that off. What does pile two's person? How does pile two's person feel about them? Wow, there's a lot of cards here. There's kind of quite a few cards. Wow. So they're trying to be fair. So we've got the Five of Wands. This is competition, can be also a bit self-sabotage. Justice, they're trying to be fair. Karma, karmic relationship. The Moon, something coming to light. Princess of Cups in the reverse. Again, and Temperance. So they're trying to balance something out here where there's possibly been unfairness and or rivalry and or, you know, maybe they're living with someone and there's just way too many people involved. They don't know. At some points they've been confused about what this is. Is it a possible, you know, sexual connection, or there's a lot of illusions around this. It's like, but they make me, because at one point they go, yeah, well, they make me feel really balanced and whole, but then is it just sexual? And because I don't think they know what to make of this. There's definite confusion here, but I think they're trying to talk themselves out of it, because to them it's easier to deal with when they talk themselves out of a situation. They are definitely in a situation that's very draining. We've got the Queen of Swords here, so something needs to be cut out, or maybe they're you know, they're debating what to do about a certain situation they're in. Maybe it's a third party situation. They're definitely not in a good place with this energy. And again, it's like they know they're not in a balanced place. They want balance, they want fairness, they want healing, they want to reconcile and bring, you know, make everyone happy, but there's too much fluctuating energy. And again, they're in their heads about all of this, how they're going to do all this, you know, how they're going to pull this together. King of Wands, so this is a very strong dynamic energy. So we've got the King of Cups, King of Wands. There could be two males in the scenario. There could be more than one connection involved here, one feminine and two masculines possibly. Vice versa, maybe there's again third party on both sides. Someone has a very alpha energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone's taking more of a lead or more of a charge. And then another one's more in their emotions around the connection. But there's definitely a third party situation here that is being looked at, or, you know, the energy is kind of being brought through. We've got the Fool and the Knight of Cups. So someone wants to make a total clean break here in order to bring through something new with this Fool and the Knight of Cups. Because I feel like they're again, judgment, making a decision towards breaking free of something and then making an offer. Maybe this feminine has more than one masculine here. But there's an energy here of breaking free and deciding what you want in love going forward, and what you think is going to be, you know, a good emotional sort of energy with love. This person definitely does feel like they want to give a commitment, but they're not ready. Ace of Pentacles, Hanged Man. It's like the energy isn't quite right here. There's a very strong sexual influence, I'm not going to lie. Something's not balanced. Okay, pile two's person, how do they currently feel about? Yeah, look, the Fool. They want to start afresh. They want to start anew with you. They want to kind of build up into something. They're hoping that something can develop, but it feels like there was definite a closure of a cycle where maybe there was way too many energies. And then something had to decide quick before, you know, they had to sort of decide quickly, and then again they fell into this routine, and so a decision was never made. Because again, whoever they're with, I feel like they feel a responsibility towards this person, and so nothing else is really picking up. It's like they're not breaking free, and then there's no, well, this is a new cycle, but they're trying to keep strength and build into something new, but they think the relationship they're in, it is worth fighting for. I would say that's probably not the case, but again, as you can see here, we've got the Three of Cups and the Tower, so apparently the cards also agree, because we've got a shock, a sudden event here that's going to shake up a situation. Again, it's probably to get that person's attention. Nine of Swords. I think it's to try and get them to make a decision of some sort, because this person's not making any decisions. It's like they're defaulting into codependent energy, where it's like, well, this person's going to give me security, so I'll just stay here, and they're making lots of excuses. That's how I'm reading this energy. Yeah, look. This, my God. This person, like, so we've got Queen of Pentacles and Chariot. So it's like I think they think that this, because what's happening now is their person, there's definitely more than one masculine in this. I think the karmic is having an affair. The karmic, I think they know, is moving on, or they think is moving on. And rather than going, well, that was my lesson, I learnt my lot, let me just release this now, and then, you know, that's tied up, that karmic cycle's tied up, and now I can move on with my life. They're not doing that. It's an ego thing. They're hanging on for dear life. And so everything's on pause. And they're just in this loss and regret, and because they're pulled into, number one, it's an ego issue, but it's like they're pulled into illusion. They're totally buying into an illusionary energy that's being sold to them, and they're taking it at face value. And rather than going, so I'm being cheated on and all of the signs are telling me that this is not right, rather than them going, right, I tell you what, let me just, because this is fear. It's like they're so rooted in fear, they're staying in this energy. But Spirit are like, we're going to do this until you acknowledge that you are worth more, because this is a worthiness thing as well. Because actually Spirit want them to build up to that so that they can then come to you as a high worthiness individual. Otherwise, if you're in your high vibration and they're not, how is that going to match? It's not a matching energy then, is it? So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get this person to acknowledge their worth. And until they do that, yeah, look, 6 of Wands in the reverse. There's no victory here until they acknowledge their worth. And the more this person's fighting to keep in a connection that is not recognizing their worth, the more tower moments happen, the more their ego is being blasted. Now, at the moment, how they feel about you is they can't feel anything because they're in this heartbreak energy of, I am going through torment and torture and I don't know how to get out of it. Because they haven't figured out that if I just let this go and release and surrender, then we can just let the tower fall, the dominoes fall, and then we can start healing. But they haven't. Again, we've got Hermit, Inner Light. I think this is what they're trying to figure out at the moment, where all these pieces fit, where you fit. Magnus of the Voice of Light. So it's like, where's the light here? Where's the truth? Yeah, look, they feel about you is that you're the balance to them. You know, you're the grounded energy. You're the one that's supplying the constant, you know. You're the one that's probably very consistent. How does pile 2's person? Confusion. That's how they feel. They're confused. They've probably got a lot of options as well. They probably don't know what to do. Lord of Illusionary Success, can you see? So it's illusion. They don't know what to do. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Which cup is real? I feel that whoever this karmic is where they're with is absolutely pulling the wool over their eyes. Totally honest with you. And I think they're probably at some point have confronted them about their behaviour and they've gone, what do you mean? No, I'm not doing that. Now, because that truth, they're so wanting desperately to believe that truth, they now don't believe anything, which means they now don't even believe their own feelings. So they have been, this person has been so massively played, in my opinion, and this is so massively karmic that until this, I feel this is going to get worse, because it's like they're buying into the illusion, and the illusion isn't real. The person they're with is probably cheating on them. If they're not already doing it, then they definitely have in the past, and there's a likeliness it will keep happening. From where I'm reading now, is that going to be for absolutely everyone I'm reading for? No. But for a large majority of you, I would say yes. Because Spirit are just like, they're being taught a lesson. So maybe they did it in the past, maybe they didn't take the connection with you seriously, so now they're not being taken seriously. There's a mirroring going on. And so how do they feel about you? They feel like you're too good for them, because they don't feel like anything right now. They feel like they're just being put into a washing machine and being put on tumble dry, and they're walking off. Now, they would like to reconcile. We've got the 6 of Cups. But at the moment, they're so heavily entrenched in this narrative, this story, that their view of what you are and what you represent and the timeline that you're on is so far removed from their reality, they can't put their head into that yet, because it hasn't, the awareness, the timeline hasn't come forward yet. Now, is over the next few weeks that going to happen? Yeah, they're going to start looking into this again. This is fear. This is about healing that they need to do. Part 2 person. Yeah, they have to make a decision. That's what they're doing. That's how they feel. They know they have to make a decision. The spirit of the primal fire. So on one hand, it's this ego thing that's pulling them in and keeping them in this energy. But in the same time, they know that there's a fire here that you offer that they don't have. And that this other person they're with doesn't have, because it's all very low vibrational. We've got Hierophant, which is commitment, high love, what is real and what isn't, the Magnus of the eternal God. So deciding about where to put their focus, where to put their commitment, they don't know. This illusion that's been presented to them is what's taken up their time. So when they get a chance to feel about you, I just feel like, again, I keep hearing knocked on the head. So I don't know if someone's literally doing this to go, ooey, wake up. But so this is what they're being built into. Until they can sit into this energy and go, this is not what I'm worth, bye, they can't be your emperor. Look, son of the morning. So a new day has to dawn before this can be wrapped up, and before they can go, oh, look, my worth. How can they recognise you when they can't recognise themselves? From where I'm looking. Pile 1, please. Yeah, look. They are trying to break free. 9 of Pentacles. They want to break free. What they feel towards you is that you are their lifeline to breaking free. They think you're going to help them break free, which you may well do. 9 of Pentacles. Lord of material gain. There's also a focus on the material here. So there could be a very high focus on getting that sorted before coming towards you, possibly. 6 of Swords. Yeah, they're preparing to move into this calmer water here and wrap this mess up, but they are preparing themselves to earn some success first. They think that, yeah, look, they're trying to manifest this getting closed out. They're trying to manifest this getting closed out. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. So they're trying to draw you in. But there's a mess here. There's a mess with what they're currently going through. Look, Wheel of Fortune. So how do they currently feel? They think this is fated with you. Lord of the Forces of Life. They think it's fated with you. The Knight of Pentacles. So they know at one point the wheel will turn and that they'll be able to make a movement forward. But at the moment, the energy's not right. Because whatever this is they're tied up in is Ace of Swords in the reverse. They're not seeing clearly. Until they are starting to assess how they feel and being honest with themselves. Because I don't think they're being honest with themselves. So they can't see what's ahead of them. They can't see you. They can't see their feelings. They're burying their head in the sand. Until that happens. So how they're feeling towards you, they're confused. Like, they don't know what to do. Queen of Cups. Strong care towards you. Very, very strong nurturing or paternal, maternal like energy that you're showing. Thrones of Waters here. So it's like there's this very caring, nurturing, very intuitive energy that you're showing them, that this is how they feel about you, that they would love to sit and bathe in. There's also an energy of this very dynamic, very kind of alpha energy with this fire here. So water and fire, which is steam. So how do they feel about you? They feel like there's all these amazing attributes that you offer, but they don't have the energy to sort of work out what energy to put into, because they're trying to decide what to do. We've got the Lovers. So they're trying to decide that this person is so suckered into this karmic situation. I mean, I'll be real honest with you, it's an extremely effective illusion. I mean, if there was ever a freaking holographic projection of fear that could have been manifested, it's this. And it's like the karmic is the perfect representation of that person's fears being projected into another person, and then that playing out until both parties are so totally confused. But yeah, a decision. They have to make a decision. They have to make a decision. pile two's person? How does pile two's person feel about them? Yeah. They know that when they're single, they would be able to offer something. Princess of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. But at the moment, they're not. They're far from single. They're stuck in some karmic relationship that is on a loop. Because, again, whoever this karmic is knows how to play the game very well. So, let's have a look. Island Time Wellness, pile two's person. How does pile two's person feel about them right now? How does pile two's person? That went under the bed. Okay. Okay, so we've got watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So they could be focusing it on other things so that they're getting distracted, or they could be sort of observing social media. We've got abundance, keeping a positive mindset, manifesting what they want, gratitude, bliss. So it could be they're keeping an eye on you while they're trying to manifest an outcome here. Pile two's person. How does pile two's person feel about them, please? How does pile two's person? Yeah, look. Takes time to heal, needs time, takes time. So this person's definitely on a top. There's a divine timing at work. We've got seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. So there's a third party involvement here that is needing to close out. And this person's heartbroken about the ending and how this third party's probably done a bit of a number on them. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost. So they're currently grieving at the moment. So we've got the Phoenix, so they're trying to manifest into this new phase. They're trying to transform, and they're trying to go towards what it is they would want, which is happiness, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other. At the moment, they're not quite there, but this is the phase they want to get into. Okay, so let's go with... let's have a look. Pile two's person. How does pile two's person feel about them right now? How does pile two's person feel about them? Yeah, they are probably still trying to hold on to control because they're scared, fearful of future. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. They're scared of surrendering because they don't trust what is for them. They don't have trust and faith. They're trying to cultivate that. They have trust issues. So this is, again, manifesting outwardly. So, again, look at your situation with them. Bottom of the deck, true love. This is the romantic of a lifetime. So this is them trying to wrap up all of these energies that don't serve them for you. Pile two's person. How does pile two's person? We've got give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So I feel like this is them working on them because they don't feel worthy. I think of anything at the moment. I think this person's in a bit of a rocky position. They don't really feel worthy of a lot. It's like whatever this energy, the karmic is around, it's like, again, it's projecting a lot of fear and doubt, and it's making them feel like they can't come forward towards their heart's desire. They feel like they're blocked, and because they feel like they're blocked, they're not, they don't know what to do with you. How does pile two's person feel about them right now, please? Pile two's person. This is a very strong masculine energy, so passionate, very strong, dynamic energy. They want to come forward, but again, what do they offer? How do they get out of the situation? They want to come forward though. There's definitely some changes coming here. We've got the change in the wind, so they want to move things forward. They want to create this change. They want to break out of this pattern. They want to liberate themselves and come towards you. That's what they want to do. But unfortunately, it looks like we're going round and round and round. So they're not really taking any action. When they do, this treasure island, it's like they're scared this is too good to be true. So they're taking their time to build themselves and build a little better look at the situation so they can understand fully what this is. It could also be a reason why they're kind of biding their time a lot. Pile two's person. What's part two's person feel about them, please? Yeah, look. They're very conflicted. It's because of this chaos energy they're probably already in, that they're wondering, well, if I leave this and go to that, is it going to be the same? There's this person they're with is insanely confusing for them. And so it's now causing very strong confusion onto your dynamic as well. Party's person, how does party's person consciously feel about them right now, please? Party's person, how does party's person consciously feel about them right now, please? Right, so you could be receiving a message. They may want to reach out and explain things and talk to you and open up, because maybe they're fed up of trying to work all this out alone. It could be a message of concern about what exactly is going on. We've got the bottom of the deck is the courthouse, so this could be involving legal proceedings possibly. Okay, let's pull one of these cards here. Okay. Pile 2, please. How does their person feel about them? How does pile 2's person feel about them? Okay, so we've got the sacred journey. Introversion, seeker, self-knowledge. So I think they know at some point this is, you're the destination, but it's like they're not sure how they're going to get to that point or what's going to sort of come about, but it's like you're the end goal. It's like that's what they want to head towards, if that makes any sense. Okay, so pile 2's person, how does pile 2's person consciously feel about them right now? How does pile 2's person feel about part 2 right now? Right, interestingly, we've got some movement in the near future here. Could be 3 to 5 weeks, so it might be a while. But we've got look for a sign. So obviously there's definite signs that are going to be showing you here what's going on. We've got no. So it could be that you've asked, if, you know, should I reach out? They're saying no. And then we've also got ask your angels. So if you feel like there's confusion here with this connection, or you're confused about why this is taking so long, I feel like your angels are kind of trying to show you what to focus on in the meanwhile. And then we're going to do the cosmic reading cards for final information. Okay, so pile 2's person. How does pile 2's person consciously feel about them right now? How does pile 2's person? Wow, they are really strongly purging their shadow self, and so all of this energy is coming up for renewal because it needs to be purged and sort of integrated. And look, this is, they're trying to surrender now. This is what they're going to try and do to try and work through, because there's a lot of disruption in this person's life, and I feel like to try and understand you and think about you is just, it's overwhelming for them because there's just way too much going on. It's like they're shifting into some new energy that they don't quite understand, and so there's a lot. It's like there's just a lot of overwhelm that they're feeling. I feel like their headspace is filled with a lot of other, it's like they're just, there's a lot of drama. There's a heck of a lot of drama, and they don't know what to, they really don't know how else to deal with this apart from just to kind of surrender and hope that at some point they're going to be understanding what to do about all this, which I think they will, but probably not easy for them. Let's do okay, how does pile 2's person, final messages How does part two's person feel about them right now? Wow, we've got fire, dragon, strength. So there's a lot of fiery passion here and protection. Very strong passion. So we've got self-love and nurturing. So they know creation, expansion of life. So I think they know what this is offering. It's like that you're offering a lot of your own love, and there's a lot of possibilities with you that they don't have in their current situation. And so that's really positive for them. We've also got new dawn. So I think they know that you guys possibly at some point were disconnected with your communication, and now at some point you've probably had some kind of communication. And then look, they're saying detach from drama. So you're probably the respite for where they're not having to think about all this drama in their life. You're the kind of breath of fresh air that they have, where everything else is in kind of utter chaos. And that's, you know, for them it's a peace, your peace. That ancestors, appreciation and healing. So you're offering a lot of peace and healing to this person when they need it, which at the moment they look like they really do. So guys, this was how your person's feeling about you right now. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. I appreciate you. Don't forget we go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time. Competition, if you want to enter, it's for a tarot deck and a 30-minute free reading. Make sure you're subscribed, you're liking and commenting on at least one video that isn't alive. Winner will be picked at random when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Until next time guys, take good care. Bye bye. Hello Par 3, you picked the Cosmic Tarot. So Par 3s, let's see, how does Par 3's person feel about them right now? How does Par 3's person? 1 second, I'm going to light the incense. Hello, right, let's crack on. Par 3, how does your person feel at the moment about you? How do they feel about Par 3 at the moment? How does the person feel? Ooh, victory. 6 of Wands. This could be someone maybe in the public eye, but there's success here. Maybe they feel that you've met up and there was a lovely meeting you had, or a nice conversation. I think they enjoy your company. Wow, this is very good. 4 of Wands. It's like, okay, let's live together. Hi, let's just move in. Wow, look, Magician. I think they've got their sights set on this. It's like they feel like you're their future, 100%. Wow, look, High Priestess. This is interesting. I've got the High Priestess and the 8 of Wands. Now, I think possibly either you're communicating telepathically and or you've been talking, or they want to reach out. But maybe there's a pause on this. I think they intuitively know. There could be travel here as well, but there's a longing here. There's a longing here. They want to reach out and they can't. Someone's trying to debate what to do about this. They're asking if this is long term. They're wondering, is this a long term thing? Would this be long term? I think they know they have to communicate with you to discuss what they're going to do, you're going to do about this, but they're putting it off. They don't know what to offer. It's because they know you're going to ask about things and they don't know what to offer. Okay, that's interesting. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, so there's definitely something energetically shifting here. Because again, timing. Temperance, this is healing, spiritual healing. There could have been They could have had a gut instinct about maybe it not being the right time, or there was a shift or change in their home life. So they had to get situated with that first before they can really move into this with you. There's a lot of they're not wanting to communicate. They're trying to bide their time. There's a lot of other things going on in this person's life which is kind of distracting them. And I think whatever this means when you guys get together, they know there's work ahead. And so again, it's like, is my energy ready for this? Because obviously they know the extent of the connection. It's like they can feel that you're going to want movement, and that's why they're holding off. Because it's not because they don't want to, it's because they don't have the answers yet, I don't think. Yeah, look, 8 of Cups. Moving away from something emotionally, feeling like it's not satisfying or emotionally fulfilling. And we've got 6 of Cups. So they may have had to put off a reconciliation to deal with another heart. There could have been a loss they were dealing with. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, death. There could have been a loss that they dealt with that's totally moved their energy into a different direction. And so now they're focusing on that. And it's like your energy, do you know what this is? There's so many distractions here. They're doing it. Upstairs are doing it on purpose. Because they're going to let the energy creep up on them. And then that's it. There's nothing they can do about it. That's how I'm reading this. I feel like they're throwing all of this energy to your person. Then last minute they're going to flip the script. And it's like, oh, you didn't figure it out then. Oh, it's because we were distracting you so that you wouldn't. Because then before you know it, the feelings are developed and there's nothing you can do. Sneaky as heck, but I mean, it doesn't surprise me, if I'm totally honest with you. How does Path 3's person feel about them? King of Swords. Detached, logical, fair. This person doesn't know if they're ready for a deep commitment at this level. They think they're gonna mess it up. That's what I'll just keep hearing. They think they're gonna mess it up. I don't know why I've got to say this, but if someone at some point has told them their track record with women is not great, maybe they already think that themselves. And they seem to have talked themselves into the fact that this could also be messed up, so they're trying to hold off as long as possible. Okay, what's Path 3's person, please? They're possibly having money issues. Magician, 5 of Pentacles. They're manifesting. Maybe they think you've moved on with someone else as well. Maybe they're worried about a reconnection because you've moved on. And so the reason they're not sort of doing anything is they're trying to be fair. No, excuse me if I'm yawning. It's this person's burning themselves out a little bit, possibly. I'm picking up their energy. There's a stubbornness to this energy as well, where they know they might need to come forward and kind of explain a few things and they're not. Princess of Swords. There's an observation here. They may feel like you're doing very well without them, and so they're like, well, I won't interrupt, I'll just let them. And it's like, no, do. Strength. They think you're a very strong person. There's also very strong feelings they have towards you. Very, very passionate energy here that's coming from that. But also we've got Queen of Cups. Again, water energy. There could be a third party here with this High Priestess, Queen of Cups in reverse. Someone's emotionally, either they think is very needy or possibly imbalanced energy. I think it may be that they feel like maybe at one point you were needy or they were needy, and so they don't quite know how to balance that out. But there's something about a connection or an attachment here. Pile 3's person, how do they feel about pile 3? Okay, here we go. So at the moment, they're currently coming out of an existing relationship. Maybe that was what they was closing out. Someone that was needy, a relationship that was, maybe they couldn't give anything emotionally to you because there was something they were closing out with this relationship. 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles, the World. That's what's closing out. They're going through a breakup. And they know that at some point they will be able to come forward. But at the moment, they are in the middle of breaking up, I feel. Pile 3's person. How does pile 3's person? It could be the mother of the children that they're breaking up with. But there's definitely an energy here of their plate is full almost. How does pile 3's person feel about them right now, please? They're not making a decision about anything. They probably feel like they're emotionally lacking, or they're just spent. They don't have anything else to give. Whatever this breakup is, it's probably draining the life out of them. Again, they're not. 3 of Wands. Future energy. They hope that they're just like, I'm just going to deal with this later. Right. I think they know what they have to do, but they're a little bit defensive about the truth. The clarity they've been given, I think they're a little bit unsure about. Yeah, look. 3 of Pentacles, which is working together. I think they know that this relationship's closing out, and then there needs to be some arrangement with you, but it's like they're putting it all off. How do they feel about pile 3? There's indecision here. They don't know what they're doing. Wanting to act, but not feeling like they can. How do they consciously feel about pile 3 at the moment? They feel like their emotions, they can't trust their emotions to be balanced based on this other possible energy that they're going through. So they're shifting into this kind of King of Wands energy here, which is a bit more passionate and driven. So they may have gone from this a very emotional energy, but because they're trying to guard their heart at the moment, they're closing out of that and they're into this kind of King of Wands energy, which is more fiery. They can't deal with more than one person. They're focusing just on this handful they're in. Whatever they're in, it's like probably a lot. Emotionally, it's very loaded. Yeah, look. 4 of Cups. This is like, I don't understand this. I can't work out what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't really know what to think. Ace of Pentacles. Where do I put my time? I don't want to put my time into this old situation because it's draining, but at the same time I kind of have to, because it's just they don't know. Yeah, look, this I'll be honest with you, there could be some drinking going on here, and sort of I don't want to acknowledge what I have to do, so I'm just going to kind of bury my head in the sand a little bit, possibly. Again, 8 of Swords in the reverse. It's like this is the way to mentally free themselves if they drink. And I don't think they're good. I think they get to the point where they think, oh, I don't know what to do. Let me just have a drink and figure it out. And then they forget to figure it out. Disappointment, loss, guilt. upset. The Sun, truth. Truth. They know the truth of what they're losing. They know the truth of what the dynamic was with you in the past. I think they may have possibly at some point done some, they have some regrets here, both with the relationship they're in and with you possibly. And it's kind of all catching up with them. I think they're overwhelmed, if I'm totally honest with you. That's how I'm reading this. I feel like they're totally overwhelmed. Yeah, look. Four of Swords, they're not taking time out. They're just charging ahead. I just don't think that they've got time for themselves. Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's like... I just keep hearing ignoring the signs. They're being shown. They're being shown, excuse me, a lot. They're being led into something new and they're fighting it. Look, Empress. This is their opportunity to close out the cycle and end it, and they're scared. What is the... They're making excuses to hold on to something that is completely over, because then they know they're going to have to deal with their feelings for you, and they don't know what's harder, in all honesty. So they're choosing to stay in some kind of weird argumentative state. I mean, talk about having to, you know, learn your lesson. Choices as well. They may have other choices here, but how do they feel about pile 3? They feel like they're disconnected from you and they don't know how to bridge this gap. They're confused. Queen of Swords. Maybe you've cut this off at some point. Possibly. How do they feel about pile 3? It's a burden. The feelings are kind of strong. They know that this is not, it's not time. This doesn't have time yet to develop. There's no, the timing is not right yet. They have to deal with this first. There's just too much going on. There's competition, there's arguments, there's people aren't pulling their weight, things aren't, there's too much going on. This whatever this energy is they're in at the moment is, they're not closing it out, they're just kind of letting it continue round and round and round in circles. And so again, let's ask the Island Time Wellness. Pile 3, how does pile 3's person feel about them right now? How does pile 3's person feel about them? Keys on a ring. New options, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. So this person has a lot of options and they're confused. Kisses. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So there's definitely strong feelings, which probably they're trying to distract themselves from where I'm reading. Coffee cup. Meeting and conversing. Savouring the moment and feeling uplifted. Friendship. So they feel like you're a friend to them, but they also feel like there are just way too many things going on at the moment, and so they do have strong feelings for you, but there's just also other things going on that take precedence, is what I'm hearing. So they've yet to decide. How do they feel about pile 3, please? How do they feel? They're moving out of addiction, and they've got, there's definitely something strategic. They're trying to move into this decision making of, right, what am I going to do here? Because I feel like this person just kind of coasted a little bit, and it's like, well, yeah, there's an undercurrent of a feeling, but I'm not doing anything about anything. How does pile 3's person... Okay, that's kind of a lot of cards. Pay attention to the red flags and express your love. They are being blocked from coming to you because of this other situation that they're definitely not acknowledging the red flags for, because they're stuck in these control issues, which again is why they're probably in a karmic situation, to teach them you can't just sit and continuing the same route and then expect a different result, because that's not going to work. There's going to at some point have to be responsibility taken and going, right, well, this is not going to work. But no one's taking any accountability, and I think it's the reason why. How does pile 3's person feel about them, please? How does pile... Yeah, look. Detached from drama. How does pile 3's person... And heart healing. 100%, million %. They're... This, I'm just hearing it all over the place. Which would make sense. How does pile 3's person... feel about them? How does pile 3's person... You're being asked to have... That's useful. Patience. That's how they feel. We need to... That things haven't... They don't know what to think. Yeah, they're having a time out. They're trying to understand what all this is, and they don't know. They don't get it. They do not get it. They don't know what this is. They can't understand what this is. They know they have feelings. They know they have feelings, but how does pile 3's person consciously feel about them right now? Yeah, so here and now. So I think they're very distracted at the moment with what's currently going on. Like I've said, mindfulness, present stage, present moment, paying the bills, you know, anything outside of that is probably too much for them. And then we've got time to go. So I think they want to try and again have a bit of a break with this, because there's probably a lot they want to try and figure out and they need space. They want to be happy. We've got blessed here. So I feel like you make them happy, but they need space to think now. This is where they're going to probably retreat a little bit and be fair, because I think they're trying to be fair to the other situation of family, and so they don't want to step out of line with that. But they have to understand what all this means and what they want to do. And I think possibly there's something going on with this situation they're in that they don't know how to deal with. We've also got yin. So maybe your extremely feminine energy has really helped them, nurture them, heal them. Maybe they think you're very healing. You're a very kind, considerate energy. And also all that glitters. So they could also understand that the energy they're in is not like that. And it's like you're giving them a bit of a breath of fresh air. And again, they know that there's unfinished business with you guys, unfinished symphony. How does pile 3's person feel about them right now, please? Yeah, look, between worlds, they know that this reality they're in is not matching your own. It's like there's other things that need to shift. We've got to imagine. It's like our worlds are so different, I can't imagine how this is going to develop. And so I think they're struggling to work that out. They can't see the end product. And then we've got the never-ending story. Again, loops. They're not closing anything out. They're not making decisions. They're just coasting. And so this is coasting. And so their feelings are coasting. They're being asked to come to the edge, take a risk. They feel like they want to. Maybe you are the risk. Maybe that's how this card is applying. You know, they feel about you, you're the risk. You're a risk if they come towards you, possibly. And we've got poise, so maybe they feel like they're ready to take that chance, or maybe they feel like they will be ready to take that chance, but they just need some time again to think, process all this. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. How does pile 3's person consciously feel about them right now? How does pile 3's person consciously feel? I think, again, Libra, fairness, adjudication. They're trying to be balanced, fair, logical. I don't think they want to put sort of any big grand gestures or moves in, because, yeah, there's something around their money. So maybe they feel like that you're doing well for yourselves. Maybe they know that they want to help you with money. Maybe they feel they want to treat you. How does number 3's person feel about you? Maybe you feel like they feel like you're very generous. They don't know how to manifest this. This is part of the issue. How am I going to bring this together? That's kind of how I want to say it. How am I going to bring this together? How is this going to manifest if I get involved with this? Pathways person. How does Pathways person feel about them right now? How does open up like a lotus? Flowering spirit, revelation, maturity. So again, revelation, maturity. It's like maybe they know you're very mature and they feel like this situation is maybe a little bit immature and they're worried how you'd react if they explain this to you. They feel that maybe you've got things going on and they don't want to drag you into all this. The gift, present, honouring, offering. So again, it's like they have the gifts, lots of gift energy. So they feel like you're a blessing. They feel like you deserve more and they want you to have more. They feel like, I think you're probably too good for them. That's like the energy I'm getting. Path 3's person, how does it feel about them? Path 3's person, how does Path 3's person feel about them? The situation will improve. Again, divine timing, divine timing, divine timing. But maybe you're very assertive, or maybe you need to be assertive and sort of explain your needs and explain your wants. And bottom of the deck, success. This is just timing, possibly. So guys, this was your reading. How does your person feel about you? Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. If you want to be in to the chance of winning the Tarot Nefertiti deck and a 30-minute free reading, press the like and comment on at least one video and make sure you're subscribed, and a winner will be picked at random. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time for your lives. And we're going to be starting doing the monthly readings again, the 15th to 30th of September from Thursday this week. Okay guys, take care, have a wonderful day wherever you are. Until next time, bye bye.